yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Successfully.
Yellow. On the line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. McCoy. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. 37 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Get ready. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play.
You get me? He's not going to get me?
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Watch the
line.
twist. Watch the twist.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That's it, baby.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Breida, he'll try the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, let's take a quick peek back to Week 9. We saw the first win for the Dolphins, first loss for the Patriots. So what we're left with is one 8-0 team, the 49ers, and one 0-8 team in the Bengals. So what happens first, a Bengals win or a 49ers loss?
Ooh, that's a very intriguing question, isn't it? And you really don't like this race because the Bengals, you're hoping to actually get a win and get off the schneid. But look, Cincinnati, they got Baltimore at Oakland, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. San Francisco gets Seattle, Arizona, Green Bay at Baltimore. I'm going to go that San Francisco loses a game before Cincinnati wins one.
I agree. That's a tough stretch coming up for San Francisco.
And the funny part is Arizona just played them tough last Thursday night. They've got them again. They're the type of team that can really mess up a team season.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. You think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run again with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him.
Touchdown, 49ers! Emmanuel Sanders, 35 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this time Mahomes will throw, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the leg.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield and get some points up on the board and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, that his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Kansas City.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, 49ers 28.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the screen, Hunt.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 53. Yo.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
13.
Now Garoppolo. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
It's the score, Niners 31, Chiefs 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.